the black opal, one of the most amazing gemstones on earth. Pigeon blood red is a rare color in the black opal. We're lucky we got our hands on this. We take a rough black opal and we turn it into a gemstone. You could win an opal too. Hello everybody, welcome to Global Prospecting, our YouTube channel. And today we are cutting an amazing opal, and I'm going to get this right out of the way. This is a Stayish opal, and if you want to read about the Stayish opal, we put a link in the description of this video with GIA mine data for the Stayish opal. A lot of folks think that there's only one location in the world, Australia, where black opal comes from, but it does come from a few locations around the world, and Ethiopia is one of them. Now, there are two different types. The Stayish opal is a volcanic opal, and the Australian opal is sedimentary. Now, the higher grades you get of Stayish opal, they can be more stable than if you're buying like the cheaper, lower grade Stayish opal. It's hard to find high grade Stayish opal, but if you do, it does cut a lot better and it is more stable. And for those of you new to the channel, we cut opals on this channel, and we cut opals from all around the world, from Brazil, Australia, Ethiopia. We cut them from all around the world. We put out new videos every other Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we also do a live every other Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with all that said, we are starting off on the 600 wheel today. And I've been using 600 as my grinding wheel. It's a little more forgiving, and it's been working out good for us. And right now we're going to grind off as much volcanic ash as we can to see what we got underneath for color, and then we'll decide what shape we're going to create. This opal weighed 51 carats when we started. She's got some beautiful reds, blues, greens, so it should be interesting. I'm hoping that there's a lot more color in the inside, and we're soon to find out. Yeah, look at that. Look at the reds and the blues in that. Beautiful. And the opal you see that just popped up in the left-hand side of your screen is the opal we're giving away this week. So stay tuned, and we'll let you know how you can enter to win that beautiful opal. It looks like we get some colorless potch on the top here, and we're going to work that down because I can see that there's a nice thick bar underneath there of color, so we'll work that down, and then we'll even up our back as we go. can see on the right hand side there. You can see there's some more color popping through there. So we're going to go down a little bit more, and then we'll get this in the shape we want. I think we're going to go with a nice oval. Opal was first discovered in Ethiopia in the early 1990s, and then they had a second discovery in 2008, which was white precious opal, and it was found in the Wilo mines, and then again in 2013, which was the black stayish opal. When you do get a good piece of stayish opal, some good high grade stuff, when you're grinding on it, it's a lot different than the lower grade stuff. The lower grade stuff, you can just feel it grinds off a lot easier, whereas the higher grade stuff, it has a harder feel to it. And that's pretty much like any opal out there in the world. You're going to have lower grade opal and you're going to have higher grade opal. And just like in Australia, the different fields cut differently. Some of the nicer opal comes out of different fields, and it works the same way in Ethiopia. Some pockets of opal can be better than other pockets of opal, so it pretty much works the same way over there. So a lot of times you'll hear people generalizing the Ethiopian opal when it doesn't work that way. Really, it all started in the 1990s when the Ethiopian opal was first discovered. It was the Shua opal, and it was like reddish brown, and they sold kilos of it around the world, and at first it seemed like it would be stable and great, and then they were having problems with it cracking, and that's really where the Ethiopian opal ended up getting a bad reputation. Then came 2008 when they discovered the Wilo or the Wello opal, and it was a lot more stable, beautiful opal. There was higher grades, lower grades of it, but it still kept its bad reputation from the 1990s, that whole Shua opal incident. And Shua opal, there can be some stable stuff coming out of there too. It works the same way. And now it's like an uphill battle to get the Wello or the Wilo opal the recognition that it deserves. And a lot of people are buying like the cheapest opal they can get from overseas, which is like the lowest grade opals coming out of Ethiopia. And they cut that, and that's where they get their, impressions from, when it's really not the case. If you spend more money and you're getting the better quality Wilo or Wello opal, then you're going to find that you can cut stones with no problems. All right, we're back to the stone, and we're going to roll our dome on here. And I think a little bit of a flatter dome on these stayish opals. I like the look of it, the way the color lies on the stayish opal, than having the big dome. I like the look of it being a shorter dome. I guess my point is, don't listen to everything you read on the internet. If you're a beginner cutter, you can gain a lot of skills by cutting the Wilo opal. It's got a lot different challenges, but I'm a lover of all opal. I love Ethiopian opal. I love Australian opal. I love Brazilian opal. I love Mexican opal. So, you know, and I'm right even with all of them. And cutting the different um, opals from around the world is going to make you a lot better cutter in the end. And we'll finish shaping her up and get her on a dop stick and move on to our next wheel and get this baby polished up and take a look at the finished product. And that should be good. Let's get her on a dop stick. And I do use dopping wax when I do the stayish opal. I don't use super glue. I use the dopping wax because the stayish opal can take some heat. And there we go. Beautiful. And now we moved out over to the 280 wheel and we're going to refine our shape. And this is an older 280 wheel, so it doesn't cut as aggressively as a new 280 wheel. So this wheel here is a couple years old. And if you notice the opal that just popped up in the left-hand corner of the screen, to be entered into winning that beautiful opal, just tell us why you love opal in a comment in the comment section of this video. And at the end of this video, we'll let you know what the second thing you need to do to be entered in to winning that amazing opal. Cutting opal isn't just about shaping a stone. Every cut, every polish is an act of creativity, an opportunity to reveal the fire within the stone. When you do what you love, like bringing out the brilliance of an opal, you're not just crafting a gem, you're crafting happiness. There are no rules in opal cutting. Follow the colors, the patterns, turning what you love into something unforgettable. This black opal is not just a gemstone. Its deep, dark body, with its vibrant flashes of color, is a reminder that beauty often comes from the darkest places. What once was hidden is now alive, and this is the magic of transformation. If you're new to the channel and you like the content, please consider subscribing and giving us a thumbs up. And if you leave a comment in the comment section of this video, you'll be entered into winning the beautiful opal that we showed earlier in the show. And our next live is going to be our 20,000 subscriber celebration. We're going to have a ton of giveaways. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next Thursday.